Myofascial stretching is a form of stretching that addresses the shortening and solidification of the elasto-collagenous complex in order to release a fascial restriction. Because fascia does not truly stretch, a more accurate term might be releasing via active elongation. But for simplicity, we're going to call it myofascial stretching. It's much more effective than a traditional stretch because it addresses all of those parts of the elasto-collagenous complex, particularly the collagenous component, which allows for a more permanent release and also helps rehydrate that ground substance that we were talking about. That's that nitty-gritty tissue at the cellular level that gets hard and dehydrated of the water that it's made of from those ways that we discussed prior: falls, trauma, car accidents, surgery, poor posture, and repetitive activities. So the benefit of traditional stretching is limited because it never engages that collagenous barrier. It's typically held for only 10 to 30 seconds. This way affects the elastin only and produces temporary results. Most chronic tightness, especially that which contributes to pain and limited motion, is caused by tightness of the collagen and the dehydration of the ground substance. This is what needs to be addressed in order to achieve effective and long-lasting benefits. Any stretch can become a myofascial stretch simply by applying these principles. The first is holding it for 5 minutes, right? We need that minimum 90 to 120 seconds just to engage the collagenous barrier. An average, at least 5 minutes is needed to release multiple layers of a restriction. This time is needed for the cross-links between the elastin and collagen fibers to unstick the collagen, to lengthen, and for the ground substance to rehydrate. The second principle is telescoping. As you notice, I started this stretch with my leg out and I was really feeling it in the hamstring. Then I tied in my arm. I was able to even side bend and feeling it into my trunk. I also felt it into my torso and all the way down to my feet. This engages the fascial barrier and when held for 5 minutes, allows for a release and permanent change in the tissue. For example, if you have limited shoulder motion, you might go to where your motion is stopped or restricted and then lengthen the entire arm by gently pushing through your fingertips away from your body, allowing for a stretch of your arm, shoulder, and deeper into your body. You may then maintain this lengthening for the entire time of the stretch and follow any spontaneous movement of your arm and body as your tightness naturally unravels and releases. Again, there's no forcing, but rather allowing of that release to occur. The other important thing to note is your presence. You want to stay present, just like going back to that grounding and breathing exercise we did prior. It's not enough to simply just go through the motions of these stretches. You really need to fully participate, bring your full attention into your body. The one that remains aware and present during the stretch and often uses the breath to soften into the area of tightness and pain gets the most gain. It allows you to feel and respond to your subtle changes that happen in your tissue and makes the stretch feel much more effective. It also allows you to become aware of the other ways your body communicates with you through images and different sensations or emotions. If you're having trouble figuring out how to soften your body, you can try to sit in your chair or lie in your bed and go through those breathing exercises again. Pause at the end of your inhale and just feel whatever tension is in your body. Slowly exhale and notice how that tension naturally eases without any effort on your part. Take in a few more breaths, go through this again, feeling the tension during the inhale, and then softening through the exhale. Allow your body to soften more and more each time as you do this on a chair or on the bed underneath you. You can select any area of your body. Just tighten the muscles in that area as much as you can. Try to tighten them even more without causing injury. Try holding that contraction for 5 to 10 seconds and then feel that tension. Now I want you to slowly release the muscles and feel that softening occur. As you stretch an area of your body or use any tool, imagine that the area being worked on is slowly melting. Allow it to soften and get more and more relaxed. Use your visualization and continue to take note of what your body is telling you. You'll often find tightness, and if you focus on softening the tightness, you'll notice that pain subsides as these fascial restrictions release.